All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something huge, the 5 AI tools that every single developer needs to know about for 2025. And look, if you're a dev, this isn't just another list of cool new apps. No, think of this as your new playbook, your roadmap for how you're going to get work done from now on.
Wow, okay. That's a pretty strong statement, right? But it's kind of true. It really gets to the heart of the matter. The speed at which things are changing right now is just insane. And we're not talking about hype here. This is a real, fundamental shift in how we actually build software.
So that leads us right into this idea of the developer dilemma for 2025. You know, just sticking with the old ways of doing things, it's not just slow anymore. It's actually putting you at a huge disadvantage in the market.
But hey, the good news is there's a way forward. It's all about a mindset shift. We need to stop thinking of AI as just another tool in the toolbox and start seeing it for what it is, your new AI copilot, a genuine partner in the development process.
So what does an AI copilot really mean? Well, it's way more than just fancy autocomplete. Think of it as an intelligent partner that's right there with you in the trenches. It helps you write cleaner code, crush bugs in record time, and even manage your projects. The real goal here isn't just about speed. I mean, that's great, but it's about seriously leveling up the quality and innovation of everything you build.
Okay, so with that idea in mind, let's look at the 5 tools that make up this new toolkit. We're going to break it down. 3 tools for the actual coding, 1 specifically for debugging, thank goodness, and 1 for managing the whole project. This is basically your AI starter pack for 2025.
All right, first up, let's talk about coding, but at machine speed. We're going to dive into the tools that are completely reinventing the day-to-day grind of writing and fixing code. Now, it's super important to get that these tools all play different roles, right? Think of GitHub Copilot as that perfect pair programmer, just whispering suggestions in your ear as you type. But then you've got tools like ChatGPT and Cursor. They're more like having a senior developer on call, 24/7. You can ask them to refactor some gnarly function, explain a piece of legacy code that makes no sense, or even get them to look over your whole code base for ways to make it better.
So picture this workflow, right? You start with ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas and spit out all the boilerplate for a new feature. Then, as you're actually writing the code, GitHub Copilot is right there, finishing your lines, speeding everything up, and then, bam, you hit a wall. No problem. You just turn to Cursor and ask it, hey, how does this new piece of code actually fit in with everything else? See, they work together, creating this incredible coding ecosystem.
All right, so we've written all this amazing code at warp speed, and now it's time for every developer's favorite part. And by favorite, I mean absolute worst nightmare, debugging. But what if I told you that you could start squashing bugs in seconds, literally seconds?
This is where Debug GPT comes in. Think of it like a dedicated debugging specialist on your team who's always on, constantly watching your back. We're not just talking about catching simple syntax errors here. No, this thing understands the logic of what you're trying to do, and it gives you these brilliant context-aware suggestions for fixing those really deep, tricky bugs.
So how does it pull this off? It's basically a killer combo of 3 features. First, it finds bugs in real time, like as you're typing. Second, its recommendations don't just say, this is wrong, they explain why it's a bug. That's huge. And finally, it's baked right into your IDE, so you can fix stuff without ever having to switch windows and lose your focus. The result? Debugging goes from being this painful chore to just a quick, easy part of your flow. Okay, so our coding is fast. Our debugging is a breeze. What's left? All right, all the other stuff. The endless meetings, the planning, the tickets, the documentation. Well, what if AI could handle that too? That's where AI-powered project management steps in. Check this out. This is the new project lifecycle. Step 1, instead of you staring at a blank page, the AI drafts the project docs for you. Then, based on those docs, it automatically creates and assigns all the tasks. It can even help you plan out your sprints. And here's the real game changer. It can look at your team's progress and actually predict bottlenecks before they happen. Imagine that. This is a massive shift, you guys. We're moving away from just being reactive, looking back and tracking what's already been done. Now, we're being proactive. We're planning ahead. That idea of predictive precision, it's not some far-off sci-fi concept anymore. It's here, it's a reality. Okay, so let's bring this all back home. What does this actually mean for you, for your career? Look, getting good with these tools isn't just a quick productivity hack. It's about future-proofing your entire career. It's how you stay on the cutting edge of this industry.
I mean, when you step back and look at the whole picture, the impact is just undeniable. It's a win across the board. You're spending way less time on the boring, tedious stuff. The quality of your code goes up, which means your final product is way more solid. And when you combine those two things, you get the holy grail. You can innovate and ship new stuff faster than ever before.
And that really brings us to the bottom line, the most important takeaway from all of this. Using AI isn't optional anymore. It's not a nice to have. It's quickly becoming the new baseline, the new standard for what it means to be a top-tier developer. Honestly, being great with these AI copilots is now a core skill.
Think about it. When you let your AI partner handle all the repetitive, soul-crushing tasks, what happens? You're freed up. You get to spend your brainpower on the stuff that really matters, the creative, complex, problem-solving parts of the job. So really, the question isn't if you're going to use these tools. The real question is, what amazing things are you going to build? AI is the co-pilot. So where are you going to fly next?